everybody, welcome to my home, welcome to my kitchen. This is Alessandra, I forgot to tell you that. We've been apple picking. Stay tuned at the end of the video. You could see our apple picking day that we had. It was absolutely a wonderful family day. So we're going to be making apple cake, torta di mele. Simple ingredients, you probably have them home, very easy. You know, I like everything simple and delicious. That's my motto. Let's get started. We have 2¼ cups of flour, a cup of sugar. I have a cup of milk, whole milk at room temperature, or you could just nuke it for 20 seconds in the microwave. 3 eggs, large, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half a stick of butter, which is 2 ounces. We're going to be using the zest of a lemon and a couple tablespoons or just a squeeze of the lemon with the apples. I have a tablespoon of sugar in the raw. If you don't have sugar in the raw, regular sugar is fine too. And then I'm gonna pick 3 apples. One of the questions, what apples do you like for baking? The apples that I like for eating, I use those for baking. Today, I'm going to be using a gala, a golden, and you know what? This is a Honey Crisp, which happens to be one of my favorite apples. So you're gonna need about 3 apples weighing about a pound, all 3 combined. In a bowl, I'm going to juice half of the lemon, okay? Add the tablespoon of sugar in the raw. Again, if you don't have that, use regular sugar, it's just as good. Let's start peeling the apple. And what we want to do is just get slices. Try to get them as even as possible. After apples, I mix this so the lemon juice, what it does, it will not let the apples get dark. Now, a little something that hopefully one day, I hope in a long, long time, when I'm no longer around, my children will remember what I used to do. Let's put them over the stove on a low flame, and the house will smell divine. Here it goes. Flame on very low. You just let it burn 5 minutes, and the aroma releases. It reminds me of my nonna's house with the wood stove, and I'm going back 50 years, and they will put tangerine skin, lemon skin, apple skin, and the aroma release was just so heartwarming. Perfect for this time of the year. Sugar and the eggs in a larger bowl. Okay, and let's set that aside a second. Now, right here, the flour, the baking powder, and the salt go together. Now let's start beating the eggs with the sugar until light and fluffy. Make sure the eggs are room temperature. That's very important for the eggs to whip properly. And you want it to achieve a light and airy and frothy mix. Like a nice zabaglione. Pick this up, I gotta mention something. Who remembers going to school where Nonna would make you the egg yolk? So they would grab the egg yolk, put it in a cup, and like this, bang, 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 till it doubled and tripled with sugar, tripled in size. Then they would pour a little bit of espresso in it and a little bit of marsala wine or liquore vov. I remember that specifically. So we went to school right before 9 o'clock. We had raw eggs, caffeine, and alcohol. Let me tell you, we were the champion generation. I just need to put that out there because it's unbelievable. I cannot imagine nowadays giving my kids raw eggs before they go to school. Anyway, I needed to share that with you so my kids will remember. 5 minutes in and it looks perfect. Zest in the lemon. On slow speed, we're going to start adding the milk. A little bit at a time. Let's add the butter in. Let's sift in the flour, salt, and baking powder. On low speed, get it all well mixed to a smooth batter. With a small spatula, I'm just gonna move the flour from the sides towards the middle to combine everything. Okay. Take a look at the mixture. This is exactly what it needs to look like. The videographer gets to lick the mixing sticks. 9-inch springform pan. I've greased it, but I've also added parchment paper. I love when I bake with parchment paper. It just makes cleanup. It makes removing the cake so much easier. So I'm going to put about half of the mix. Half of the mixture is in. I'm gonna just swish it around. And what I'm going to do is just place some of the apples like this in the middle. Just like this. And I'm going to reserve the rest for the top. Let's get the rest in right on top. Make sure you go around so you cover the apples. Now let's just make a design with the apples that we reserved here. I'm just going to start from the outside, almost like making a rose, a rosette. That fell in. Okay, I'll put a little one here. A little space, I'm gonna put it right here. Okay, cake is ready. Oven on 350. I already put it on 10 minutes ago, so it gets nice and hot. Let's get it in, and we'll check back in a little bit. Was in the oven an hour and 15 minutes. It's cooled down. I'm sorry, we were eating, so I figured let me just let it cool down and then we'll open it together. It is a big cake, so it does need the time to cook. Here's the unveil of this dusting of powdered sugar. Also, a little trick for my powdered sugar, when I use vanilla pods, when I take the seeds out, instead of throwing the pods out, I add them in my powdered sugar canister. So I make vanilla sugar, and it's always has a wonderful fragrance. Okay, there it goes. I want you really close. Come on, let's cut this together. Okay, because when you make it, you know, l'occhio vuole la sua parte. So if it looks pretty, it will taste delicious. You know, the first slice is never the prettiest one, but let's try it. Okay. Ecco qua, vediamo un po'. Guardate, can you see? Look how soft. Look at that. Ecco qua. Now, this is the best part of the video, really, because I'm always so happy. I want you to see. Look at that, moist. And then you have that layer of the apples in the middle. Delicious. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe, hit the bell button. My recipes could be printed at www.alessandrasfoodislove.com. Please don't believe me. I keep saying delicious, delicious. Make these recipes. Let me know. Leave me a lot of comments. I love reading your comments. Grazie, arrivederci, alla prossima. Ciao, ciao. Welcome to Lawrence Farm, New York. We're gonna go apple picking, and then we're gonna make delicious desserts. Follow me. Look at this beautiful pumpkin and all different types of squash. This happens to be one of my favorite butternut squash.
You guys are going to pick apples, right?
We're gonna go pick apples.
Pick
Thank
apples.
you.
Here we go.
It's not apple picking day unless you go on a hayride. Perfect blue sky day. Lawrence farm today with the family.